We all know Fouad Mirza, a professional Fouad Mirza. So, how are you in your social life? Tell us a bit about that. What if you were not an equestrian? How would you work in your future to make it grow, make it reach wider audiences here in India? You were from Bangalore initially, you moved to Germany. So, what was the decision behind that?
So the decision behind moving obviously was because Europe. The aim was to strive to get better, basically, and Europe is basically the hub for equestrian sport. You have a lot of the big international competitions here. The quality of horse that one can get here is of a high quality, and the standard of competition and riding is at the highest level you can possibly get. So the idea was to come base here, train here, learn from the best, and strive to become and compete amongst the best. So that was the main idea, and so far it's worked well. And I am, at some point I will like to come back to India. Home is home, and home is where the heart is. So definitely at some point I will come back to India to train and, give part my knowledge with the riders and students in India. And yes.
Yes, that's really nice of your thought, Andy. And as I said earlier, it's pretty unfortunate that a lot of sports are not promoted much here in India. But let's move forward. We hope that in future we'll get some good quality services in India for other sports as well. Okay, so moving next, you moved to Germany. I think you would have moved to Germany in your adulthood. So how was your journey in India, like picking up the sport and growing as an athlete and taking up as a profession? How did the society, how did you get the infrastructure for entering the sport?
So as you all know, I'm sponsored by the Embassy Group, and I rode at the Embassy International Riding School. They gave me the necessary training and horses to train on and so on. My experiences in India have been very good. I learned a lot in a different way. I learned to ride many different horses, different kinds of horses, and that stood me in good stead here. It's helped me a lot here. And I learned to be fearless in India. I learned to be brave. I learned to just go there and do it, not worry about how it looks or how it feels, just to get the job done. And this is an important thing an equestrian must learn at some stage in their career, and better early than later, is to win. And that's exactly what I learned in India, was to win. Be fearless and take risks. And now what I'm learning here in Europe is the finesse of riding and the art of riding, basically. But what I learned in India has stood me in good stead.
Your risks have worked off really well, I must say. Okay,
Thank you.
We all know Fouad Mirza, a professional Fouad Mirza. So how are you in your social life? Tell us a bit about that.
My social life also predominantly revolves around horses. Let's say it's horses or being in this sport. It's 7 days a week. There's you have to do it 7 days a week, 24/7. And if I'm not riding, I'm thinking about something in the sport or watching horse racing, or my life revolves around horses, let's say, to put it in a simple way. And Fouad Mirza in his social or in his free time is also thinking about horses.
That's the passion everyone, lives by. Passion is really important to live a happy life.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So how's life in Germany apart from sports?
Yeah, so Germany is a beautiful country. It's a very big country. The language is quite difficult to learn.
How well are you aware with the German language?
I'm at this stage. I find it quite difficult to speak, but I can understand at least some German. And but everybody's been very good to me here. Everybody's been very kind to me here, and I've learned a lot from the training and so on. So my experience here has been very good.
So, like you told me that you're really passionate about equestrian, and we all know about that. So, what if you were not an equestrian? What if you didn't play with you? What if you were not an equestrian player? What would you do in your life?
Yeah, I probably would have been something with horses, given how my childhood or given my upbringing, but perhaps a racehorse trainer or something to do with speed.
Imagining a life without horses is a really difficult task for you, I guess.
Yes.
That's really nice. Okay, so let's move to our last question of the interview. Okay, so how would you like to contribute to the sport equestrian here in India? Like I said, it's not much popular, but how would you work in your future to make it grow, make it reach wider audiences here in India?
So, the equestrian sport, because it involves another animal, it has a lot of different variables and a lot of different parts to the puzzle that have to work to make a country successful in equestrian sport, to help a country develop in the sport. So one is, of course, you need good horses. Two is you need a good system to ensure those good horses remain healthy, remain fit, remain happy. Just farriery, training, facilities, feed, and so on. So, my idea of contributing to the sport is to work on all these little different variables, try and improve the quality of these different components in India, such as feeding, farriery, facilities, and so on. And this takes a lot of time. But I suppose from my aspect, I can really help with the training aspect. So one day, eventually I will come back to India, and I definitely would like to train, perhaps open up my own riding center or work again in the Embassy International Riding School, where I can, pass on the knowledge that I've learned and, help future equestrians from India aspire their dreams.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to do that, and I really hope that we get to see you on the podium yet again with a gold medal, obviously. And obviously, with the Tokyo 2020, we have learned like javelin was not a sport much followed here in India. But after Neeraj Chopra won the gold, everyone came to know about it. And I'm sure the day you win a gold, equestrian will really take off here in India.
Thank you, Anirudh. Yes, that's the plan, that's the dream, and all we have to do is keep working hard and make sure that happens.
Oh yeah. Okay, so thank you, sir, for joining us on the Spidercam show, and thank you to my viewers as well for watching the episode. I hope you like it, share it, and obviously like the page as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anirudh. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.